Oh man, what a long day. What a long day. Let me just check a few things here real quick. We can get rolling. All right. Gotta make sure we're cooking on the platform here. That one stream I did a couple years ago, Bucks and Rams, right? Freaking stream was cooking. Only to find out the most lit ending I think I've ever streamed. Well, at least one of the most lit endings I've streamed for a football game wasn't even on there because the studio freaking just lost connection or something and it just cut off. The stream literally ended. All right, so we're cooking on the YouTube studio, which means it's time for another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back, like I just said, with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. And, Guardians have experienced that little peaks and valleys thing, It's the way the baseball season is, You're not always going to score 7 runs, and you're going to experience all kinds of different things, right? You're going to experience pure joy and pure anger. You're going to be disappointed, excited. You're going to hate your life. And then you're going to, feel the best you've ever felt. And of course, with basketball season wrapping up, well, we're getting to that point now where the only thing on TV is going to be baseball. So whether you like it or not, you're going to be forced to watch baseball. Unless you like, some other stuff like soccer and stuff. But yeah. So, looking at what the Guardians have done recently, of course. Yeah, they had that tough stretch against Atlanta, right? You lose 2 of 3 there. You lose 2 of 3 to Houston. You rebound and you win 2 of 3 against the Angels, and then you win 2 of 3 against the Tigers. That was pretty impressive, right? You win 2-1. You beat them again 5-4. Pretty awesome stuff. Probably could have swept them too, if you're really thinking about it. And then you just lay the biggest, fattest egg ever against the freaking White Sox out of nowhere. I mean, you could have won 3 or 4, but offense was just not clutch. So, last game of the White Sox series, Guardians scored 7. Yeah, 7-zip shutout in that last game against the White Sox. So, coming out of that game, right? They head on the plane, probably feeling good, probably blasting some good ass music. I could just see them blasting like freaking Latino music, you know, jamming out, having a good time, heading over to Texas to face the defending champs. I could just imagine that plane ride to Texas, to Dallas, right? They were probably having a good time, feeling good, right? You just beat the White Sox. You avoided the sweep. Yeah, you could have easily won the series, right? So, first game of this series, well, it on paper looked like a straight up pitcher's duel. Yeah, Tanner Bybee up against Michael Lorenzen, the offseason acquisition by the Rangers, former Tiger. I believe he used to hit too with the Reds. And I believe, signed with the Rangers this offseason. Had a lot of intrigue. He was very good with Philly, dealt with Philly and everything. He was solid with the Tigers. And for the first, 8-ish innings, first 7 innings, really, it was what you would expect between these two. It was another one of those old westerns, right? The showdown. Pitchers were matching each other. Now Tanner, unfortunately, went only 5 1/3 innings, but he went 5 1/3 shutout innings, as of course did Lorenzen. But Tanner allowed 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks with a 4.34 ERA. Okay. Lorenzen, 7 innings, 2 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. And Leclerc comes in, right? He's a former closer. He's been on the Rangers for a little while now. He's all right. He's solid, right? I think they put him in the closer role after they got rid of Clase, ironically, to the Guardians for 1 whole inning of Corey Kluber, which I believe to this day remains one of the biggest finesses I've ever seen. But Jose Leclerc, solid pitcher, right? He's not bad, but yeah, this series is not having the greatest year. 6 ERA. Ouch. But then again, the Rangers bullpen this year just doesn't seem like that good. And they have had a ton of injuries. I've talked about them already before. DeGrom, Scherzer, Langford, Carter. Like, there's a bunch of their stud players out. I think Jung is out too. Like, they've had the worst luck ever. But you look at their lineup, they still got Simeon, Seager, Lowe, Garcia, Josh Smith, Heim. They got studs up and down that lineup. And we shut them down in the first game. Shut them out. It was scoreless up until the 8th, when the Guardians would get on the board thanks to a Brian Rocchio RBI single against Leclerc. Scored a run. And then Jose Ramirez singled in a line drive, scored 2. And then a wild pitch by Jacob Latz, who came in afterwards. Actually, it was Latz. Yeah, Latz and Leclerc were in there, and they couldn't keep it scoreless. We scored 4 in the 8th. And then to put it out of reach, Andres with an RBI double. And then 2 more from Jose Ramirez in the 9th. In fact, you want to know what's crazy about that game? I'm almost certain that was the one where we batted around in that inning. This is how our 8th inning went. Right? This is how our 8th inning went. Yeah. So, it started off, Florial double. O struck out. Rocchio singled. Freeman walked. Latz comes in. And then Andres sing. It's like, yo, are they gonna do the freaking bat around thing? Well, Latz walks Naylor. And then Brennan comes up, flies out. 2 outs. And then David Fry walked. And then that was it, because Florial grounded out. But not before 4 runs scored. And then, top of the 9th comes up. Bo flies out. Rocchio singles. And then steals second. Freeman walks. Andres doubles. Brings in another run. And then, of course, like I said, Jose would put the finishing touches on it. So that was pretty good. That was a pretty damn good game by the Guards, right? Ivy was amazing. Bullpen was rock solid. Did not allow a run the entire game. It's good stuff. Even though Bibee didn't go the longest that you'd want. He went 5 1/3. Sandlin, Gaddis, Heron, and Clase nails. Love to see it, right? But they got after Lorenzen. Well, they got after Lorenzen. They just couldn't make him pay. But they got after Leclerc, Latz, and White. I think they actually sent White down. Yeah, they would send White down after this game to bring up Jack Leiter for the game 2 start. But Gaddis got the win. He's 2-1 with a 2.18 ERA. Leclerc takes the loss. He's 3-3 with a 6.88 ERA. So again, not very good. Not good over there. Their bullpen's kind of meh. They could probably make a move or two to, solidify the squad. I could see them being rather aggressive, in the free agent. We're not free agent, maybe free agency, but I don't think there's really anybody out there really. But yeah, trade market for sure. I don't really know what they have in the farm that could help them. But yeah, I think they're going to be active on the trade market. So we win game 1. And then game 2 comes up. And again, we're facing Jack Leiter, Ben Lively on the mound. And, yeah, not a good day for Jack. Not a good day at all. As he would only go barely 2 innings. Like, they tormented this poor kid. He went 1 2/3, 3 hits. That's right, only 3 hits allowed, but 6 runs scored. 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Ben Lively, on the other hand, wasn't any better. 5 innings, 3 homers. Seemed like every time I looked, he was giving up a homer. But, got to give credit to the Guardians offense again. So, here's how that second inning went. Okay. Top of the first, though, Guardians threatened immediately. They hit Tyler Freeman, literally first batter of the game, hit him. And then force out for Andres. Jose pops out. Naylor walks. Wild pitch. Fry grounds out. So they teased a little bit, but then nothing happened. We get to the second. Manzardo was hit by a pitch. This dude can't control his pitches. 2 hit batters in 2 innings. They walk Florial. Bo doubled, scoring 2. Rocchio strikes out. Freeman walks. Andres singled. 3-0. Jose flies out. Freeman steals third. Andres steals second. And then Josh Naylor empties the bases with his 12th home run of the year. He is an all-star. If Josh Naylor does not make the all-star game, it's against the Guardians. Like, it's rigged. They have an agenda. If he doesn't make the all-star game, something is wrong. How does he not make the all-star game? When they release the first wave of votes, I better see Jay Naylor in the top 3. Because I know Guardians fans will rock out for him. But you know how for some reason they're going to say, oh, he's not going to be in the all-star team. He's one of the best first basemen in the freaking league this year. He is hitting piss missiles left and right. This might be the best series of his career. And he's coming up on an extension. He smells that money. He's like Goldust. He's like, oh my God, he smells the cash. And if I'm Paul Dolan, I'm like, well, it's not my money. It's going to be Blitzer's. I'm fine with paying him. Larry, you fine with paying him? I'm fine with paying him. Yeah? You fine with paying him? Hey, David, you fine with paying him? Yeah? Ah, sick. Well, let's pay him then. Of course, they don't pay players now. They'll probably do it in the offseason, I hope. Because I swear to God, if they let Josh Naylor go, there's going to be a lot of Guardians fans in Cleveland. Right? But yeah, he hit his 12th homer. Jack Leiter gets yanked. And then David Fry singles and Cal Manzardo grounds out. So keep track. Manzardo started the inning and then ended the inning. They batted around. They did a little bit of that in game one. They legit batted around in that inning. Kind of sucks though. I mean, he got hit by a pitch and then he grounded out. Yeah. And then bottom of the second, Adolis Garcia homered. And then that would be it for that. Right? In fact, the Guardians would not score another run after that second inning until the ninth. As after all that, Garcia homered in the second, Seager homered in the third, and then Lowe homered in the fifth. I'm like, yo, Ben, stop throwing meatballs, bro. Damn. We're trying to keep the lead here, buddy. What are we doing? And then Josh Smith singled in a run in the bottom of the eighth. And just to make sure everything was good, Andres Jimenez got a sac fly, added a run, made it 7-4. So in all, Ben Lively gets the win. He went 5, not too bad innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, of course, all homers, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Leiter, 1 2/3, 3 hits, 6 runs allowed, 3 walks, including 2 or so hit batters. And then you had, of course, the 1 strikeout and 1 homer allowed. Yeah, love to see that, right? So, knowing that Cookie Carrasco's on the mound for game 3, I was like, okay, we got the series. I'm fine. Lively got the win. He's 2-2, 3.06 ERA. Leiter 0-1, 16.39 ERA. And then Clase nailed down his 12th save of the year with a .42 ERA. So, do you think we split? I think so. Wait, that's not a 4-gamer. That's a 3-game series. Can't split a 3-game series. Can't split a 3-game series. Unless you're insinuating that there's going to be a rain out. Nah. I think we could take 2 out of 3. That's the basis for all my predictions. We're taking 2 out of 3. Because if I say we sweeping, we never do. It's very hard to sweep with this team. Because, 3/5 of our rotation is actually pretty good. If that. 2/5. Come on now. Let's be serious here. Right? We already know, Lively and Bibee are, without a doubt, our 2 best pitchers. Now, if his arm can hold together, Tristan can be up there too. But Allen, can't trust him, and Cookie is beyond washed at this point. It's just a matter of how long do we keep him in the rotation until probably Gavin gets back, whenever that may be. So, yeah, we win the game 2. And then that sets the stage for today's game. Of course, I didn't watch it because I was doing basketball. And so it was John Gray against Carlos Carrasco. I knew what was going to happen. Carlos Carrasco is a freaking cookie machine now. He's literally a cookie dispenser. And, of course, the only runs scored were on 2 cookies that were dispensed to the seats. Marcus Semien 2-run homer in the bottom of the 5th. And then Adolis Garcia with his 10th of the year. A 2-run cookie bomb to left field. 4-0, just like that. Both to left field. That was it. Guardians had 6 hits. In terms of who looked good, I guess, in terms of, hits to at-bats, Andres had 2. Manzardo had a hit. Manzardo's hitting the ball. I just need the ball to touch grass, like these trolls. And Ari Asshat went over 4. How long until Ari Ass is sent to Columbus? Because I'm honestly starting to lose my faith in him. I'm starting to really lose faith in him, I think. Yeah. The shortstop job, is literally Brian Rocchio's if he really, really wants it. Arias has power, but everything else is almost a negative. Fielding, sus. Actually, plate discipline, sus. It goes a long way, but he hasn't really connected a whole lot, right? Hedges, I'm just gonna tolerate Hedges at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna tolerate him at this point. As I've said, his season is full of peaks and valleys. I'm sure Bo and these other guys are gonna heat up. They'll start feeling it soon. You know. But Carrasco, 5 innings again, 5 hits, 2 runs. Again, the cookie bomb. Giving up 3 Ks and a walk. Hey, he only walked 1. That's not too bad. Sandlin gave up a dong too. I said 2 cookie bombs, but it was actually just 1, I guess. Yeah, Sandlin 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk, the home run allowed. Yeah. Guardians did threaten a few times, but they didn't do anything with it, of course. But yeah, Cookie, I think he's probably destined for the bullpen. Yeah. The win goes to John Gray. He's 2-1, 2.08 ERA. Carrasco takes the loss. He's 2-4, 5.16 ERA. Sucks to see it, but he's just not like what he used to be. I always say, in the words of the late, great Toby Keith, he ain't as good as he once was. And he ain't. He is not good as he once was. He used to be like an ace caliber pitcher, and now he's just cannon fodder. He's just innings eater. He's a guy that you send out there because you have to have a guy on the mound. He's just holding it down until Gavin gets back. And then we'll see what they do once that happens. Wow. But we took 2 out of 3. Not mad. Not mad at all. I expected 2 out of 3. So, with that, off day tomorrow. I know it's much deserved. Guardians have needed it. They have played quite a bit, I believe. In fact, looking at their schedule, they have played pretty much every day, I think, since, let's see, May 15, 14, 13, 12, okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've played every day in the month of May. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, they've played every day since April 11th. Ain't no way, bro. 12, 13, rain delay, of course. So it's a pseudo off day, I guess. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Oh, no, April 22nd. April 22nd. Yeah. They've played every day since April 22nd. They really deserved this off day. Yep. The last time they had an off day, they were coming off that series sweep of Oakland, heading to Boston. That was for the second series against Boston. So they definitely needed this for sure. Now, heading into this series against the Twins, they're coming off a series against the Yankees, where I believe they lost the first 2. They lost today, 4-0. Stroman cooked them. Only allowed 4 hits against Pablo. Wow, Pablo, that's tough. And then yesterday, the Yankees won 3-0 too. So, 5-1, excuse me. Yeah, 5-1. Rodon beat Paddock. And then the May 16th is their, I believe, the series finale. Yep. It'll be Schmidt against Ryan. I have Ryan in one of my fantasy leagues. So I at least need Ryan to look good, but still lose. Or actually, no. Look good, but get that no decision. Because I'm going to need them to. I'm going to need the Twins to lose. Yeah. Give me a no decision. But I need him to get like 10 Ks, but a no decision. That'll work. We'll see if that actually happens. Or he'll probably get his brains blasted by freaking Yankees. He'll get his brains stomped on. So, coming off of that, the Twins will head to Cleveland. First game of the series will be Simeon Woods Richardson. First time we're ever facing him. I think he's a former, what is he, a former Mets prospect? I'm pretty sure. I know we've never faced him. Now, Triston McKenzie, of course, has faced the Twins quite a bit. And he's had some interesting outings against him. He's had good and bad. He's only won 2 games against them, though. He's 2-5. His last win came 2022, where he went 7 innings, 6 hits, no runs allowed, 2 walks, 5 Ks. But last year, in one of his only games of the year, he absolutely butchered the Twins. This was coming off, I think this was like right before he went out again. Remember, I think this was in June. I think it was right before his elbow bothered him and he was pulled from that Diamondback start. Yeah. I think he came back like in September for like a couple starts, but that was it. But he had 10 Ks, 1 walk, and 1 hit allowed in 5 innings. He cooked them, but he got a no decision. As far as how the game went, Guardians won 2-1. And because yeah, I think he would have got the win, but he didn't go deep enough. No, because it was tied at 0. It was scoreless. They didn't score until after he exited the game. Josh Naylor and Andres, a double and a triple, scored a couple runs. And then Willie Castro had a homer in the bottom of the 8th, but that was it. So, yeah. That's tough luck. But hey, he still cooked, though. That's good. Good for him. Now, against McKenzie, of course, Correa has had a lot of success. 2 homers, 2 RBIs. Yeah, Castro, 1 homer, 1 RBI, of course. Jeffers, 1 homer, 4 RBIs for Ryan Jeffers. 1 and 2. 1 homer, 2 RBIs for Kepler. Larnach has an RBI. Miranda has an RBI. And that's it. Mm-hmm. I don't know when Royce Lewis will be back. That dude scares the crap out of me. But Woods Richardson is 1-0, 3.24 ERA, 23 Ks. McKenzie 2-3, 3.54 ERA, 35 Ks. And of course, Triston has looked a lot better in his last few starts compared to like at the beginning of the year. I think because he's worked on some stuff and he's found his spot. I think he's found his spot in terms of arm slot. He had problems with that big time at the start of the season. You could tell when he's got his arm slot locked in because that dude is so hard to hit against. But Triston, in his last start, he took a loss against Chicago. He was good. Allowed only 1 run. 6 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Yeah, but we couldn't friggin' score. I mean, heck, look at his stat against Houston. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. But no win. There's the offense. Detroit, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 6 Ks. No decision. It's crazy, right? What are they doing to my guy? Now, same thing goes for Simeon. He hasn't had a decision in his last 3 starts. Against Chicago, that same White Sox team, he went 3 2/3, 7 hits allowed, 1 run, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Then he just carved up Seattle. 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, 8 Ks. And then Toronto got to him. 4 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks. No wins or losses. So yeah, he could have took another no decision. I'm hoping we can actually, get after him a bit and win this game. That's what I want. Win this damn game. That's all I'll say. So, looking at game number 2, it'll, I believe, be Allen against Ober. Let me see here. Make sure. Ober. It will be Ober against, I, it says TBD, but I assume it'll be Logan Allen. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So I'll just assume it'll be Logan. Now, obviously, we have faced Bailey Ober before, but Ober has been solid this year. He's 4-1 with a 3.77 ERA, 45 Ks. And looking at him against the Guardians, let's see how he's done. Ober versus Guardians. Against us, his last win came last year, May 5th. 7 innings, 3 hits, only 1 walk. In fact, he hasn't allowed a run against us since 2021. He took a loss in his first start against us in 2021 in August. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 dong, and 3 Ks. So, yeah, he's going to be a handful to deal with. Logan Allen, of course, I said before, he is somewhat unreliable. You don't know what you're going to get with him. He's solid. Like, he has it in him. He just has to unlock it. Now, he did get a win in his last start against Chicago. He was fantastic against Chicago. That was as good as we've seen from him. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 3 Ks against the White Sox, and a win. Had a no decision against Detroit, and he lost to Houston, where they roughed him up. Detroit and Houston roughed him up. Of course, that game against Detroit came against Maeda, and luckily for Logan, our offense was up to the task. Just couldn't score any more runs after we bludgeoned freaking Maeda. Oh, boy. But yeah, Logan Allen, that'll be interesting. Bailey Ober, he's coming off a win against Toronto, 6 1/3, 1 hit ball, 10 Ks, no runs and no walks. Damn. Now against Chicago, 1-0, took a win, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 Ks. But against Seattle, he lit him up. Low-key. 5 innings, 7 Ks, 3 hits, 2 runs, and a walk. So he can be good, but it's not like he's unhittable. It'll be interesting to see what we can do against him. Against Ober, nobody on the current team has done anything. Wow, not even Jose. That's actually insane. Like I said, we haven't scored a run since 2021. And the only guy on that team still is, well, oh, guys, I should say, Naylor, or Josh, Jose, and well, Hedges, I don't think was there yet. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Jose and Josh and Jimenez, those 3, and none of them have done anything. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Now to wrap up the series, it'll be Paddock against Bibee. This will be the best matchup of the series, I bet. Especially if Bibee continues to do what he's been doing. If he looks like an ace, we're in good shape. Paddock has only faced 1 guy on our team. That's Laureano. And Laureano's has 8 at-bats, batting .375. But against Bibee, Julien has a homer and an RBI, and Correa has an RBI. Kepler has 2 RBIs, and Kurloff has an RBI. So they have had a little bit of success. Nothing insane, but yeah, they've had success. Now again, Tanner Bibee, I've just mentioned him a little bit. He's been pretty good. He's been arguably one of our best pitchers, if not our best pitcher by far. We're able to get through him 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, took a loss. Hug. But he's shown promise. Paddock, took a loss to the Yankees. Well, they bludgeoned the crap out of him. My God, 5 innings just 2 days ago. Well, I guess technically yesterday, it's the 14th. Although it is the 16th, so technically now what is it? 2 days ago now. 12 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. That was coming off a start against Seattle where he went 5 1/3, 8 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 10 Ks. Wow. Best of both worlds. Yep. So, oh boy. And you know the best part? I just realized, even if you wanted to watch this game, you probably couldn't because it's on Apple TV Plus. Our first Apple TV Plus game of the year, and our only one, actually. After this, we only have really 3 national games on Fox against Miami, random, on June 8th. And then we have FS1 against Kansas City and Detroit. That's only for the first half. Second half of the season, we have a Fox game against Baltimore and then a Fox game against Milwaukee. And that's it. Of course, Peacock doesn't do it anymore. Kind of sad. I got Peacock because I thought, oh yeah, they have baseball. No, they don't. Of course, I finally get Peacock for that stuff, and they don't even have it anymore. Of course, I'm not going to get rid of Peacock because of college football and stuff, because I am almost certain once. So I gotta have it for that. But not much else to talk about here, guys. A reality is the Guardians have a very good series coming up here. Um, can't wait to see what happens. I'll be keeping a close eye. Of course, I'll be doing basketball streams. Now, here's the interesting thing here, okay? Basketball, okay? The conference finals are coming up. Now, I'm not sure if there's any off days. The NBA finals don't begin until, I believe, June 6th. Let me see here. I got some in my eye, damn it. I hate when that happens. Don't you guys just hate it, right? You're talking, and then something just flies in your eye, and it's like you can't get it out, and it just bugs you, and you look like you're crying because your eye's watering, and you're like trying to like hide it, like, man, I'm not crying, I got something in my eye, and then your friends are like, oh yeah, sure, buddy, you're crying, bro, you're crying. Why are you crying? I'd be like crying because your breath stinks. Smells like onions. Then your friend smacks you in the face. Then you get into an all-out brawl, and you get kicked out of whatever building you're in, or the party venue, or whatever. All right. So let's fast forward to May 22nd. So it currently says no games are scheduled, but I'm sure they'll be scheduling games. Yeah. If I had to guess, conference finals will begin probably May 22nd or 23rd, around there, depending on if there's any game sevens. Well, no, the conference finals will probably start a few days after the end of the second round. So I'd assume there's probably going to be a couple of days off for the NBA finals. Since the NBA finals, I believe, start on June 6th. It said game one. Yeah. Game one is June 6th. Game two is June 9th. So there's going to be days off between games of the NBA finals. So I'm definitely going to be doing some baseball during that time. So yeah, it'll be fun. Can't wait. But with that being said, guys, that's all I got. right? Another series coming up for the guards. Should be an entertaining one. I know it'll be entertaining on Twitter, that's for sure. Now, as far as what to expect coming up tomorrow, of course, I'll be live for Wolves and Nuggets, possibly a clincher, right? Now, if that game is over, let me see what that would mean for the rest of the playoffs. Let's see here. Well, you have game 6 on Saturday. OKC and Dallas, clinching game for Dallas. I'll be live. Today, of course, being Thursday. What do we got today? Well, today. Well, no. Wait. Thursday, May 16th. Yeah. Thursday, May 16th. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay. Yeah. Again, those two series could be over. And then after that, all you would have is Dallas and OKC. Which means they would have the whole freaking day to themselves, huh? Saturday is shaping up to be interesting, to say the least, right? Saturday, May 18th, OKC Dallas, 8 o'clock, game 6. And then you'd have possibly 2 game 7s on Sunday, May 19th, with the game 7 on May 20th. So, if Minnesota, if Denver and New York take care of business coming up, we might have a day off on Sunday. I might do a Guardians game, maybe. We'll see. And then we'll see when today. I'll be live some point in the afternoon today, being Thursday. Probably about 3 or 4 o'clock around there. Depends. But I will be live talking about the Cavs. And oh boy, do I have a lot to talk about. Because tell me why, not trying to be like NSYNC or whatever, Backstreet Boys, tell me why. The moment that game ended, right? I do my recap, I do my little, box score eval, talking about, who did good and everything. Why? I go to check Twitter, and the first thing I see is a tweet from Woj talking about JB Bickerstaff and his evaluation. Like the Cavs are going to take a few days to evaluate his status. And then Shams, I guess, came out with an article essentially saying that JB is pretty much as good as gone. Just reading through the reactions on Twitter, and oh joy. What the heck is that? Is that from TNT? Must be. You got Bronny, LeBron, Miles, Donovan, Darius, Moondog. The heck? Is this supposed to be like Cancun? I think that was on Inside the NBA. Bro, whoever does the graphics, man, the edits, oh my goodness. Wow. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow afternoon or so to talk about the Cavs. And then, of course, tomorrow night I'll be live for game 6. Denver versus Minnesota. Can Denver put them away? All right? Win 4 in a row after being down 0-2. Should be a fun one. Hope to see you guys there. But I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guardians. Shout out to Daniel and Jacob for popping in. See you guys later tomorrow for 2 streams. Yeah. And then if I hear anything about JB getting canned or whatever, I'll make a video or go live. Probably go live. I'll just go live, be like, bye-bye, JB, bye-bye, Bobo. No, bye-bye, Bozo. You bald-headed freaking loser. The arms crossed. Da, 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 da. I'll just go in here clown the crap out of him. Arms crossed. Da, 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 da. Referee. Coach team, argue at refs. Coach team, argue at the refs. Coach team, argue with the refs. Argue with the refs. Hey, referee! That's what he'd do. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Have a good night. Crazy Dog. Go Guardians. And I'm out. Wow. At least the Cavs got us to baseball season, right? Kept us interested. So, this should be an interesting offseason. But yeah, see you guys later. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, yeah.